Fear and love will never be able to be in the same place at the same time. Okay, I wanted to say this because I don't think a lot of people understand how different the frequency scale and the energy level and the vibrations are in those particular emotions. Even though these two frequencies are powerful within themselves, these frequencies are totally different. And just briefly, right? Love represents growth. It represents cultivation. It represents safety. It represents understanding. It represents compassion. It represents expanding. It represents being limitless. So, love is the direct correlation between you and the frequency that's closest to God, right? So, on the other hand, when you think about fear, okay, fear brings you things that are out of love, right? Fear brings you being limited. Fear brings you misunderstandings. Fear brings you scarcity, okay? Fear brings you um, being afraid to conquer. Fear leaves you being boxed in, right? Fear leaves you in a place of not growing and cultivating. And when you think about fear in that sense and in that stance, fear is necessary. It's necessary for us to feel fear because there are things that we will do, that we will encounter, that we will partake in that can be quite fearful in that moment, in that setting. But once we start cultivating in love, okay, and once you start cultivating in understanding, and once you start cultivating in growth and compassion, that fear will then reside. All right. So there's no way that you can be in love and be in fear at the same time. Especially to say, like, just revert this back to relationships. You can love to be in a relationship, but if all the relationships that you are in, you are being fearful within these relationships, there is no room for love to cultivate there. There is no room for love to grow there. There is no room for love to reside in the fear frequency. So just be clear. Fear is something that we will experience in this human lifestyle. I mean, in this human form, right? In our lifestyle, in our world. But please understand, when you are, or when you're looking for the frequency of love, you want to be of love, you want to be of growth, you want to be of understanding, you want to be of changes, you want to be of things that can cultivate you in your physicality, in your spirit, in your emotional setting. Love is where you need to look. Okay? If you still want to be bound by trauma, you want to be bound by misunderstandings, you want to be bound by what people did to you, you want to be bound and not let go of things that have possibly harmed you in your life, fear is where you will reside. Okay? See, I have a good one.